as a bird. Bimbo, not so free now.
They
but this
brought,
would be a,
they brought help this time.
Tim's, the body blocks, they can't get through.
Yeah,
the Fisher's still blocking them off.
He's actually so fast.
The tomato block!
I cannot believe that just happened.
Dude, he just put the tomato there. They couldn't get in. That was sick.
Bimbo, that... We need a win to move on to Game 3. Execration needs a win to move on and play up against Fnatic once more. They already have done so today. And, of course, they're now down the lower bracket. So we still have a ways to go, obviously, potentially with this one game. We're into the draft, but so far it's been going pretty quickly. And we're in so far with Earthshaker, Lycan, and then Rubik and Nightstar. Thanks so much for joining us here today, guys. My name is Mont. With me is Trent. How you holding up, buddy? Dude, I did the same. I literally got up, walked around for 5 minutes, and realized the draft had started. So partially on me there, but I think you want me at full peak here for this game because
I need you. And you gotta go hit up the rowing machine or something.
Dude, I should go out for the skier, except it's like 40 degrees outside in the garage. It's not great. It's like it actually almost snowed the other day, and people are like, yeah, it's actually slated to snow on the calendar. I'm like, what is happening? Or on the weather report. I'm like, I don't know what's going on right now. But what I can tell you is there's a pick, and that's
fine.
It's pretty popular here in the SEA region, Trent.
Yes, I believe he got banned out second phase last game or something like that. But so he did slip through this far, but doesn't really look like anyone's going to fit it in. Theoretically, TNC could, but seems unlikely at this point. Nice little second and third pick here, though. The Rubik and the Nightstalker up against the Earthshaker. So good choices by Execration, but then the immediate counter in the Lycan. So they'll have that to work up against the overwhelming darkness and nighttime provided by Nightstalker. And some aggressive Queen of Pain roaming to come around with that Nightstalker too. Try and help accelerate him throughout those nights. So everything looking pretty good, but the push is already very strong for TNC. They could think about doubling down on that. Well, I guess it'd be tripling down at this point, honestly. Oh, yeah.
Lacking a little bit perhaps on the pushing side of things. And they're going to go in a different direction again. They're going to pick up the Gyrocopter this time around. So plenty of team fight available for Execration.
That's an old classic, dude.
It is. It's very interesting.
I'm guessing because Prophet is still left in. And they were worried about... because they would have had just birds and then Lycan.
Yeah.
And they need the flat cannon.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. And this kind of dissuades you a little bit. I assume that this is a Visage mid. The Gyro, safely. Yeah. Rubik Gyro, classic.
Yeah, it is pretty classic, yeah.
Nice arc and then just roam around, do his thing.
It
So they probably just need an offlaner.
I'm a little concerned about their pushing again because this is sort of what happened in that game earlier. Like they had like Necro, Quap, Bloodseeker, Nightstalker, Rubik, which is pretty similar to their draft right now. And then TNC has like Visage Familiars and Lycan Wolves and Lycan in general. So
you need to watch out for a potential Brood. That might be what TNC are considering right now. But with the Gyrocopter, that does make it pretty friggin' risky. So.
And it's more push at the very least for TNC and the DK.
The power of Lycan Brood is just so disgusting, though. So it always scares me a little, but if you're willing to go for the Gyrocopter, it's another good safety mechanism. And yeah, as I said, the push there for the mid lane. So that puts our Visage likely in the 5 role. And we're looking for 2 offlaners to round out our draft.
This will be interesting.
Radiant team, back.
I guess it could happen.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
According to this.
Yeah, if he likes it, that's cool.
And then we'll have a 5 position here then, if that's the case.
Could go either way, I'm sure.
What do you grab here then for the 5? They had Dazzle last time with Earthshaker roaming. But who knows if that'll be the case.
I would prefer to see like an Underlord or a Tidehunter personally. I feel like those would be stronger heroes. I'd rather just have the 5 Visage. But
remaining.
I'm sure
kind of depends.
Either of those are fine situations, to be honest. But they have plenty of time, 1 minute and 30 seconds to think about this and see, okay, are we going with support Visage or are we going with the
Shadow
offlane?
Shaman maybe? That's 5?
Hey, there it
They
is.
will dazzle.
They did it again.
So, and you said they won the game, right? So they're they're sticking with what works, I guess.
The
Fair
only
enough.
different hero in this game is Cuckoo was playing the Lina. This time it's going to be the DK. And it wasn't like the Lina was banned out, so that's
10
interesting.
seconds.
There's some decent axe value this game, honestly. With Dazzle, Visage, Lycan.
Remaining.
There's quite a few different heroes you can grab up.
I will say that the game that Execration, they did lose that game earlier, but it was in a 59-minute series. Rather game, I should say, game 3.
That was that game we were watching right before our very first series of the day, right? Yeah.
A crucial pick here, I should say.
Yeah. I don't really like the Darkseer. I wouldn't mind if they went for one of those big team fighters like Tide or even just the Underlord Root or something, but I don't know. I'm kind of digging the axe, but a little bit of a dead hero, so I don't know how comfortable they're going to be running it.
Man, they got real close to that.
Enchantress.
It's the Enchantress instead, which is not that big team fighter. They do have some team fight already, but that right-click potential from the Enchantress is pretty ridiculous, so we'll see how
we
this turns
control.
out.
Yeah, I guess they're not too worried about it because they need to be just more concerned about the quick push that can be coming in here from TNC. I know it took them a while last time to end it, but man, this is a fast-looking draft.
It is very fast-looking. So much so that it is very disconcerting for Execration. There are ways that they can get around it. There are ways they can prolong this game, but they got to get off to a fast start, and we'll see if that's going to be the case. So it sounds like you're worried for Execration and TNC with how fast TNC's draft is. And this could easily swing into a 1-1 and go to a third game here, it looks like.
Yeah,
10 seconds.
it's hard to judge,
Remaining.
especially with the gyrocopter.
5 seconds. Remaining.
A lot of it's going to depend on Night Stalker's early rotations, how well he does pairing up with the Enchantress. This kind of used to be a little bit of a duo that people would run, like when we did Enchantress Slardar, Enchantress Batrider, Enchantress Night Stalker, that kind of thing.
Right.
So, works pretty well on the when you're Radiant off lane. Dire off lane, it's also okay. Maybe they'll block the camps up. We'll have to see if they take any measures up against Bimbo here on his Enchantress.
It's going to be interesting for sure. We have a bit more of a normalized draft for TNC this time. Sims is not playing the core, unfortunately for him. At least not yet. Maybe it changes.
Yeah, you never know, dude.
Last game, right? I suppose. Japan. I've drank at least a cup and a half of water per game so far this evening.
That's good. Water's healthy.
Well, it's good to a certain extent. I'm wondering if I'm getting to that water toxicity levels of things. I doubt it. It's pretty hard to hit. It's a pretty hard milestone to hit, but at this point, I'm just doing it because my voice, it's been a while since I've cast for this long at this late of an hour, so my voice is not used to it. You could kind of hear the graveliness in the voice that's not supposed to be there, so I'm trying to keep my throat hydrated as possible. And it's working to a certain extent, but it's a lot of water. But it's definitely good for you, so we'll see how this turns out in this game.
Thanks for the update, Mont.
You're welcome. That's what I'm
Your
here for.
health is of great concern.
I know. I'm sure chat really was a very. They cared a lot.
Yeah, I can tell. They might not be hoping for the same outcomes as you in regards to your health, but that's what can I say? It's just Twitch chat, you know. That's just how it goes.
That's morbid.
Lumic flaming his drafter right now. New meta. No, it's just we got the chat wheels going. It's
I mean,
easy.
at some point you got to be like, well, we lost against this comp, so maybe there's that thought process. But I think it's probably you're
It's
right.
distinctly not a new meta. You've seen this.
Yeah, we've
30
seen it
seconds
before.
to battle.
Old meta should be a chat wheel phrase.
So, how about we talked about old combos today, right? We had Bane, Mirana,
Yes.
Lycan, Dazzle. No longer a cool combo like it used to be.
No.
You used to get the wolves up, they'd sit under someone, shadow wave them, you're like, haha!
Gotcha.
It does a bunch of damage, but now no one gets wolves early.
Yeah, that's not a thing anymore, really. Look at this, though. Fisher coming out. They've actually blocked off Lumic, but RR is he's caught in. the cage. Lumic could have gone for a lift. That's the dangerous thing, so they didn't go too far towards that Fisher wall. So I suppose TNC just wanted to make sure they could get the runes for themselves.
Yep.
So far, so good.
Easy. And they did go for a deep block here.
We're at
on the Enchantress camp.
Yeah, you were not wrong. They went for it.
Classic play.
Let's see how
they might even consider standing and blocking this camp. Honestly, it depends on what Dazzle's going to be doing. If Dazzle's not, I thought Dazzle might be going top to like help a lot with the Visage, and ideally that Lycan's just in a 1v1 down here. But oh, did they mean to block it? Because they just blocked it. Yeah, maybe they are intentionally blocking it.
I think they're intentionally blocking it.
Yeah, for this one. Well, they're not. They're unblocking the small camp, so now I'm confused. Maybe they didn't mean to block this one.
some crazy shenanigans is going on, and I'm not sure what it is, but there is something, in fact, going on. But we'll keep our eyes peeled on that bottom lane. The Enchantress has already gotten the creep. It's an out.
Yeah, okay.
It's already
no.
HP.
They are blocking on purpose. All right. I'm not crazy. So he just wants to keep the small camp for himself, but don't let Enchantress come into the hard camp there.
Yeah, that's going to be kind of tough for Raging Potato. Meanwhile, mid lane, they're looking to have a go here onto Young Cuckoo, who will get away, are not in range of a void yet. And they will throw it up, though. Maybe perhaps staying a little bit too long on Cuckoo. He is forced to salve Cartman. In the meantime, he's got his own. He's going to get out of his backpack. Fisher will come through. They have the blink, though. Another void coming out onto Young Cuckoo. And Tim's just kind of forced to run up and do some harassment, but nothing doing there. Just some more harassment in Execration.
Yeah, this sucks for Enchantress. She's pulled all the way back in the jungle. Just as the farm up using her Alpha Wolf. Some little satyrs. Not a good time.
I mean, do you just, at some point, do you end up going to the other jungle and just saying screw it? Or
no, I think you just get enough levels that you can sit in lane with Untouchable, and Nature's a tendency to have to.
Seems not fun.
Not particularly enjoyable, no. Invis Rune now as well here for our Shaker. Just gonna go use it to steal some experience.
Nice little. Oh, you're gonna get the Elite Wolf. Hey, or the Giant Wolf, not the Elite Wolf.
Oh, the Courier. Tim's.
That would be much
Can he
better.
get it with the brown boots?
He does not have Enchant Totem. He cannot go for it. He has to veer off at this point.
I thought he might try the Fisher block, but
That would have been nice.
seen a couple people, but then it didn't work last time.
Unfortunate that doesn't go. Ooh, the Sailor Mind Stealer with the mana burn. Raven's now low on mana. He did go for the Wolves, by the way. Level 2 Wolves.
So
already.
low mid. Just had a Fairy Fire to live. Sorry, Mango, and use the Breathe Fire.
And now he's got the bottle. It's up and ready. Still.
And 2 points Dragon Blood makes that gank very punishing. 7.5 natural regen, bringing him back up. Oh, Sentry misses just barely on the left-hand side there, the mid lane.
Ooh. Oh, man. That is rough. That's a huge ward for them, too, for Execration. They're getting a lot of damage coming from the low ground, from Cartman and from the our Night Stalker. Who's
Cartman's been pretty quiet, eh?
Yeah, not much has been going on. I wanted to talk about this because the Visage is something that I think is pretty new in terms of the offlane.
Yeah.
I don't know what your take on it is, what it can provide.
It's definitely strong if you have an offlane player that wants to play it into the mid game. I think that's the only thing that's the limiting factor, is just having someone who, wants to play it for the rest of the game. The laning phase is fine. Grave Chill is quite useful, Mott. You steal move speed, attack speed. Look at this. He just zoom. He's out of there.
See you later.
Useful. And if it's a 1v1 situation where you're just up against the Rubik, you can be just taking his attack speed, using it against him. It's pretty handy.
It's obviously an interesting build. No soul assumption, which is unusual for Visage at this point of the game. If you're, of course, a support. Ooh, nice deny from Sam H there on the batting rune. Lumic's not going to get his extra gold.
They also find a Arcane Rune for the Night Stalker. But Queen, no bottle quite yet with the double nulls, so she won't be able to abuse it. And bottle's just on its way now.
It's pretty close in this mid lane. The level advantage is going slightly in his favor. Just a bit. And then in the meantime, Raging Potatoes finally found the will to stay in the bottom lane and not really worry too much, it looks like. There's also good farm going for the Gyrocopter across the map as well, compared to the 5 of the Sam H Visage. There's the 19 of the Enchantress, of course. Some of those in the jungle, but still not bad for Raging Potato in comparison.
Yeah, she's giving herself a chance at aggression here with the level 2 in the enchant as well. Just upping that slow duration. and help enable her Night Stalker for a potential kill.
Yeah, he thought about it. He'll run into 1437. The Void will come out. Still another minute before the rune spawns. Still a lot of damage to be done, though. Not even turning around to use Poison Touch. The Courier runs right on through, kind of baiting RR into Tim's, but he won't go any further, playing it smart, not turning his attention towards that Courier. And he also jumped to ward in the meantime as he was running in that direction, over towards this 2-1 tower bottom.
Quinn Payne's about to get 6, though. This is the moment where they probably want to try and strike mid. It's just one creep away. And now he has it, but his mana's a little bit low.
This is dangerous.
He has enough for the combo, but no blink on top of it, so...
Cuckoo might get jumped on here. Tim's nearby with the Fisher. We'll hit it up. Can they still go for this? Jump in Super Pain. There's the Shadow Strike. Dragon Tail to come through. He doesn't have the combo. He does have wand charges, but still pretty tough. They might just turn on Tim's instead. Sonic Wave comes through.
Oh, he actually gets him in the back, though.
Cuckoo is about to get dropped. Can they get this kill? The Shrine comes out, and now the Dragon Tail. He just got there in time. Oh, he was close. Little did he know. Had he gone a bit further, maybe he could catch up to that Dragon. And meanwhile, Sam H is getting caught. But again, he's so speedy. Grave Shield still, though. Rocket Barrage should be enough. Gabby's able to get in there, find the kill, and salve up in the meantime. So a couple of quick kills coming in from Execration across the map. Find a nice little lead here at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it's about time to start building up those stacks, perhaps. And looks like that's what Night Stalker might be able to do with this one. Not sure how long he's got left. 45 seconds. Yep. So he can stack Ancients with that. He's got the other one. Look at him. He is on the ball.
I'm checking his skill first before.
Oh, don't worry. It's not going to be till the minute mark, but he's got the illusions ready to go.
He does. Okay. Elder Dragon form will come out. That gank will not be successful. In the meantime, 1437 looking for a grave or something. A Shadow Wave will come through. Might be enough. Now deep in his RR. The stick charges. He'll try to fly away. Won't be able to make it out. And 1437 rotating at the perfect time.
Man. It's been so close both times now on that Night Stalker, but gives him plenty of space to do his stack. Doesn't get the bottom one. Doesn't get the top. Well, that's unfortunate. All right, unsuccessful.
So he didn't get either of them, is what you're telling me?
I don't know. I don't think he. Maybe this one was. I think this one was already stacked. Maybe it wasn't. And I'm wrong, but.
Unfortunate.
Gabby up top.
Turned away for half a moment there, but they get the kill. Lumic with the telekinesis, followed up with a rocket barrage, which was used twice. And a pretty fast start. I guess you would expect that out of this dual lane. It's pretty aggressive. And against a, I know you're pretty speedy with Visage, but not that speedy.
No, not once the phase boots come out. There's certainly some problems with the offlane Visage. Can't really jungle or anything like that. He's not getting any help. I really thought there was going to be more assistance from the Dazzle coming that top lane. I figured that was kind of the point of having someone like Lycan who's so self-sufficient once he gets the points up in the Feral Impulse. But instead, when you're talking about how he doesn't build wolves, it's like Raven built into the wolves.
Just spite you.
Yes, and to maybe try and get the Dazzle combo going, but
it didn't work.
It's just so unusual for a Lycan build.
Raven hashtag 21 now out of his lane for a while, and that's the tier 1 tower bottom just gone from Rage of Potato. With little to no effort, in fact. So he's going to build into a hood, or excuse me, headdress.
Yeah, this game is really good for Enchantress, honestly. There are problems, of course. Visage is notoriously good against Enchantress because she is this very low HP pool, and then Visage just throws out soul assumptions on top of you every 4 seconds.
The burst.
Can get pretty scary, but yeah, you just build Hood first. Should be okay. Oh, she's building the Helm first. Okay. I like that too.
She's in.
But she can go Helm into Hood, probably.
We'll see what route she decides to take through the game. There is a 4K net worth advantage for Execration now after taking a giant stack over here. I think it was maybe triple stacked, maybe only double stacked, I'm not sure. But it puts the Gyrocopter up there in terms of net worth. In fact, it's 1,000 more as they are jumping on mid yet again. Cuckoo still alive, and it looks like he will stay alive. And another grave comes out from 1437, and RR is going to get turned on, and the dive is too deep, and Cuckoo gets a double kill. And all of a sudden, he's real close to working on that armlet. That's not great.
I wonder how Lycan's going to build this. Is he going to go Armlet 2? Is he going to go like Mask Armlet style? Is he like, are you not doing Necros?
Yes,
since you didn't do Feral Impulse? I would assume not. You wouldn't want your Necros too early without any points on that. Are Necros even good this game? The mana burn against Queen of Pain is nice because you have somewhat limited stuns. Like you have Fisher and then DK stuns, so you can burn her down pretty fast.
They are trying so hard to kill Cuckoo in like numerous different ways. It's just not It's not panning out for them.
He's the Viper, though.
Big
Fall
green
down.
dragon.
Oh no, he's gonna miss out on the familiar kills. He went a little too early, unfortunately. Fall down.
The wolves are now up here.
That's
We're
right.
gonna see what Gabby's up to.
They want Lumic. I don't know if they can kill Gabby. Maybe they can.
I think it's more of a scouting mission right now, but yeah, they could definitely
fair.
kill the Reaper. Unfortunately, the Reaper died to the flag.
Like, did they?
Yeah, so there's no kill
He
anymore.
might throw him away from the call down. Didn't do so from the flag cannon second.
Yeah, that's very depressing.
Carmen is putting a lot of effort into harassing down this DK. And now RR is getting scattered by the wolves and will probably die for it. 10 stick charges.
Nice block.
Yeah, I think he's done so. Very good block from the wolves there. A breach fire, and Cuckoo finds yet another kill. And so they're still a lead for Execration, but again, they're just kind of giving away some money here to some of these heroes. Perhaps, I guess the Night Stalker needs to get that vision though, so maybe giveaways the wrong thing.
It's 1 minute till nighttime. They're gonna take advantage of what's left of the day. Start pushing mid.
Snare on bottom. Tim's is in trouble. No Fisher. He's got to get bombed on by Raging Potato.
Yeah, this is his job to hold that tower too.
Trying to that'll be onto the Lycan. They've got the Rocket Barrage. He's pretty speedy. It looks like Raven should be fine. He's getting body blocked. Yeah, whatever. It's a way of locking down that Lycan as he's in shapeshift.
Yeah, they can come back and take another go at this tower soon. They all shrine up. We all also have to be watching out for that Roche. Clearly going to be pretty important this game. And well, with Raven now all the way up to level 8, his build is pretty open. Could still just go back for the Necros.
It is going to be intriguing to see what he picks up. Sure.
It's a pretty good Silver Edge game, actually. It's like a fantastic Silver Edge game, so that's probably what Cuckoo will go for after the maybe like Armlet, Shadowblade, BKB Silver Edge. Because if you Silver Edge the Enchantress or the Gyrocopter, it's going to be really... Or Queen of Pain, honestly. Any of those heroes reducing that overall damage during the fight is so good.
I can see that working.
And Bimbo's going to find Raven. Comboing up.
He's got to go.
There's the net.
And snare the impetus. He backs away even, just gets some extra damage, and he throws another bomb. And the Fisher misses from Tim. It's not that he could have done much. Cartman's nearby.
That was pretty
Wolves are
flawless
scouting.
from Bimbo.
Dude,
That was like everything perfect.
He's done that like 2 or 3 times now. And he continues to just be ready to go.
Just give me some skeletons, man. Where's my push? Let's go.
He's got
Doesn't
it.
want to waste the 50 mana or something.
Yo, throw that up there.
Yeah, there we go.
Dude, the sound that it makes,
Bimbo's in.
and the animation.
Man, your sound effects are like on a
they're
whole new
on
level
point.
today.
They're on point. Oh,
Tim's is thinking like, can I get enough mana to Echo Slam this? Because I am poor.
He's,
I have nothing.
he's got arcanes if you can buy him.
Mid lane.
Can they get the skill this time? Armlet coming out. He's so tanky. Sonic Wave. Armlet toggle. Rocket Barrage makes it a lot harder, and there's just nobody there. I mean, if 1437 is there, maybe a moment earlier.
Getting scarily close to Armlet Toggle living though. Like that was.
I would think there's no way this should happen the first time it happened. Well, maybe the second time.
Structures are fortified.
Anyway, here comes Bimbo again. 1437 is going to get he will get jumped on. He does get off the grave. He doesn't have TP scroll though, so he's dead or denied, one of the two. It's the former.
You did your best.
So 7k network lead, man, for Execration, seemingly out of nowhere.
Bimbo's just destroying. He crushed that bottom lane, pushed down the tower, took over their whole jungle, denied with that whole area for them to farm on the Radiant. Visage got pooped on top, bird poop.
Exactly. That's where the majority of the difference comes from. Is Sam H is at 3k, Bimbo's 6.2k. So that's 3k net worth just right there alone.
Tower is under attack.
And they might get this tower. There is going to be a glyph. They are all rotating up here. There's no vision coming in from TNC. Cartman will jump in. The birds are still going to work. They might get this tower. One more auto attack. The deny comes through. That's pretty disheartening. They will have a good drop from the familiars. They get the void though, and that will stop the TP from the visage. So it looks like people die again. Lumic will have a lift if they can get to him.
They're just picking mid, like, go, quick, get the tower while I'm dying.
In the meantime, bottom's getting pushed though. So even when you trade, it's not a good trade.
No, it is not. And Gyro's just been free. He's got Dragonlance, he's got Yasha. As a bird. Bimbo,
Uh-oh.
not so free now. But this would be a.
They brought help this time.
Tim's the body blocks. They can't get through.
Yeah,
the Fisher's
they
still
actually
blocking them off.
He's actually so fast.
The tomato block.
I cannot believe that just happened.
Dude, he just put the tomato there. They couldn't get in. That was sick.
Bimbo, that was
Bimbo.
impressive to watch.
I mean, to be fair, Tibbs kind of set him up with the Fisher, but still.
Gotcha.
Listen, dude, don't take away from Bimbo's accomplishments this game.
He's actually, like, whenever you watch Enchantress or any hero that has a bunch of buttons, like Invoker or something like that, there's always, like, some sort of a play that happens where, like, you can go back and watch it and be like, oh, well, if you had moved this exact moment, like, if you had 10 hands on the keyboard, this could have gone better. That pretty much hasn't been this game for Bimbo. Every single time, it's like every single key is being pressed, like, the second it needs to be.
Perfect way.
Somehow he's casting, like, 4 spells at once. He's in the Matrix right now, I think.
I think so, yeah. He is the one. Raven #21. Probably not the one. They will get
He's the dead one.
That's very true.
And that's a medallion, so they can start getting into that Roshan nice and early.
We talked about a fast lineup from TNC. I don't know what happened to that, but the fast lineup.
They last picked Enchantress.
Yeah, I guess it really was the last pick Enchantress.
Yeah. I mean, Gyro's always been a hero that can go nice and speedy. He also has a little bit of D-push.
He has that smile already with Dragonlance. I think you just mentioned this, but it's still pretty impressive to me.
Very fast. Is that Dazzle dead top?
No.
No, he's on Mules.
Get a TP. Yeah, Carmen's not quite there yet. Maybe with an Orchid earlier, he could get it, but no. Look at the aggression from Execration. There's 2 heroes, and it's Raging Potato and a Rubik. And they're in the enemy jungle, just sitting themselves here and taking it over, which does a great deal for starving out the enemy team. You need a lot of farm here. Bottom's being pushed in heavily. You luckily have top to work with this kind of sort of. This is pretty much the map they've got right now. That's the line they've got.
Like, they're smoking, trying to find someone that's not Night Stalker, and there's that Enchantress again, but
hey, she's gone.
They don't really have an initiation.
They need Fisher.
She's too far away.
They don't have Blink Dagger on the heroes they need it on, like the Dragon Knight, who will be soon.
They're even blocking the Radiant Ancients off.
Are they
so
really?
Can't even farm those, yeah. The bottom ones are blocked.
Here we go. They'll find the Night Stalker, looks like. He's right on.
I think he just flies away.
He might be able to. Breathe fire. He's solo. Wow, the Shadow Wave was half second late. He needs to earn and run. He's fine, it looks like. That is crazy. That is a lot of time
closer than I thought it was going to be, though.
Yeah. They had the...
oh, what did he steal? Breathe fire.
Yeah, but failed to refire it up. This is a heavy die that's probably not worth it. They know it. They're going to back up. CP's canceled with the mid lane. I think he just ensnared the Visage as a Dude, Bimbo is just on point now. There is a grave for 1437. He also has a TP. Oh no! The Centaur Conqueror stopped perfectly timed.
The button!
The impetus bombs being dropped by Raging Potato, who is indeed raging.
Dude, he's actually so good at Enchantress. Holy shit.
This is like what... The first time I saw Bimbo's Invoker, this was sort of the same reaction I had.
Yeah.
So, I understand what you're going through right now.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower.
Well, they're going to let it go this time. No contest.
Radiant's top tower has
Not good
fallen.
for them because with that invisible Night Stalker there, it's unlikely you win that fight. And now they just prep for Roche in this last tower mid.
Is under attack.
TNC are on the back foot, to say the very least. I mean, that is an understatement. 13k down. They'll be even more down once the tower is down. Goes down, it is a 14k. I said down there like 6 times.
You're
I
getting
can't
down.
help it. Please help. Send help. We're getting there though. 19 minutes and a 14k net worth advantage is pretty ridiculous for Execration. We're talking pretty ridiculous.
What did he even do?
I don't know, but Raven just got an armlet. Like that, we talked about what item he was going to buy a while ago, and he just got armlet.
Wait, that can't be right.
I don't think it's right. There can't be a way that's right.
Yeah, no, that's
How did that
right,
happen?
apparently.
How is that a thing that happened?
I don't know. I guess. I mean, he wasn't able to really farm anywhere.
Yeah,
He
that's
died
it.
a couple times.
Yeah, that's
He's got no
starvation
jungle.
thing.
He's got no ancients.
Dude, this is Rubik already. He's a blink dagger.
And they have wolves. Like, these are things that can be scouting and looking around and stuff, and they've been sending them places, and even they aren't enough to keep them alive.
I don't know what the plan is for TNC. Maybe find Bimbo. He's got a lot of gold. He's like a pinata at this point.
Yeah.
This is really going to fly over. He's going to just run. Oh no, my Centaur Conqueror don't die. He's fine. 1500 HP. Look at the regen. 11 HP per second for the Centaur. He's healthy.
Gold remains.
You see what's Helm the Dominator for
You
ya?
see what I'm talking about? Yeah. Pretty good. Well, I guess this game it's looks like one of these guys is rolling out of control, and more of Execration just kind of have full control over their cores in this game as it stands now. The crazy thing, there is a Blink Dagger on Lumic, and still the Night Stalker is more rich than him. He has a Solar Crest and an Urn. RR is, well, that is a pretty good trade, actually. Got a little too careless, perhaps, on the Night Stalker side. Got a little bit too aggressive, and will find himself out of position and dead in the dirt.
Yeah, it's probably about time they just figure out Roche, the Dire, that Solar Crest.
Yeah, I would say.
But they might be waiting for a BKB gyrocopter, which is still a ways away, because they want to use the most of this time on the edges as possible to go high ground. So Ancient Stack just completed, nicely done by the Dire, and now Gabby's going to get a lot of gold. See flat cannons away through all of these creeps. This kind of stuff is going to get him into that BKB and into the Roche pit.
A little bit away.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Enchantress continues to pressure mid. Raging Potato's one job has been to essentially keep this jungle, I guess, owned by him.
He walled this whole section off. Threaten have been in there once on like a 5-man expedition.
I completely forgot about this entire bottom right-hand side of the map. Like, it's kind of
completely killed off. That's why he's so poor on base.
Yeah, that definitely is one of the reasons.
That's so Raven.
That is so Raven. The amount of dollars he has in this game.
And they are unable to do any sneaky plays as the wolves are in the pit.
Like, Raven is building full survival / I need to flash farm mode with a Massive Madness. Generous. Makes sense.
The frustrating part is that even, like, he has a Dragon Lance, Enchantress has a Dragon Lance, so he has the Blink Dagger on the Shaker, but with the space they can create for themselves while attacking these structures, it's still going to be hard for Shaker to initiate because he's the only AoE. Like, the birds shouldn't get in there, theoretically. They'll probably need a secondary spawn to make any use of them with the flat cannon.
Will take them out with the pushing. I agree with you.
And now you've got the catapult rolling through as well.
BKB is still, I think it's flying out as we speak with Gabby, and then Lumic's still weave, which never a good sign.
Yeah, that's a great steal.
Wolves
The
trying
wolves
to
are
scout.
scouting at the very least, yes. They can kind of help and lining up for what he's thinking, but they
Wow, that
killed
was
his
sick.
mages
Did
first.
you see that? I am 1437 is lucky he did not die there. The slide forward came through onto the Centaur, and then the stomp followed after, and he got brought down to half HP with no flat cannon. Going to work on him.
His own Centaur
Yep.
or something?
I think it was something along those lines, yes.
Oh, I didn't even think about the combos with the rocket, guys. Max rocket, we can force staff the rocket.
We're in there. Look at young Cuckoo, though. He's up. They see him, though. The infantry is starting to get thrown. They're going to get the Suit Tower pretty soon. The Citizens done a great job.
Kind of spread there.
Raging
They
Potato,
know they just want
Fisher
Echo.
blocked off Raven 21. He can't quite get around. In fact, he's just going to say screw it and head back the other direction. And the 2-3's gone. And now you don't have to really rush this if you're Execration. Gabby is still, he wants to get in there. Just be a little careful. There's the Echo Slam. They'll find it on the 2. Telekinesis instantly after. Silence up. Drop down. They're going to lose the Aegis. They might lose Bibbo. 4 stacked away. He'll survive the Soul Assumption. The heal is there. He's still alive. The Aegis is gone, and the birds are now getting chucked down. SamH doesn't have another summon. Gabby is back up. They don't have any creeps in the base, luckily enough for this Radiant team, but they will lose another bird. Here comes young Cuckoo. Gabby might be in trouble. The Orc comes out just in time. SamH trying to man up here, not able to really do so. All down coming in, covering them, pushing into this building. Range Rax in trouble. Should get dropped down. Spell stolen. Fateful comes out, jump through. Sonic Wave, great grave from 1437. The perfect time to be there. But again, they're going to get pushed back, and this Rax will fall. Execration, they strike first blood in terms of their Rax, and make sure they can get even closer to moving on and facing up against Fnatic in the next series tomorrow.
Gotta make it that semi-final.
Gotta get yourself to the Dota Pit Minor. 22,000 gold lead at 24.5 minutes.
Very bad signs here for TNC, but they don't have a choice.
I mean,
They gotta get out there.
I don't know. Japan? I don't know.
Japan.
Japan?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Tough game.
You are not
Solar
wrong about
Crest
that, my friend.
purchase. Tough game, yeah.
It's been 2 rolls all across the board today.
Yeah, it's been.
That's the way it goes, though. It's missing up the dust there. The rocket rocket
Oh,
ball.
that's a big kill.
The homing missile will come through. Can they get it? The Fisher slows him down. Pops the DPD. Cuckoo. Can the armlet toggle this time? It's going to be tough. Can't get there. 1437. A moment away from getting off a grave. And they will lose Tim's on top of it. And perhaps the beginning of the end here for TNC. Losing 2 big heroes here.
Yeah. Just gonna sell something for the Eagle Song, it looks like. Yeah, sells Wand. Grab that. Lost Courier, but oh well. Arcane Rune, Queen of Pain for about third of the duration still. Time to go high ground once more.
Yeah, here they go.
They know there's no glyph.
There's nothing really to be afraid of. Of course, you make thought about going to Ellipsis out of against. Didn't have to rank up the thing. And here comes Bimbo yet again, and 1437 has to actually brace himself. He got hit twice. Oh,
Just
man.
making a bit of space.
They have everybody back up. They've got to go for something. Eventually, they'll block the right to the This would be a big kill if they can get it. Echo Slam is
Oh,
a whip
canceled.
from Tim's. I think it might have been the Black Cannon. I'm not sure what it was, but
Yeah, I
the
think it
blink was
was.
indeed canceled. That is rough. And they don't even kill Bimbo. He's out of there. In fact, he kills 14%. A recurring theme in this game. Sonic Wave comes out. They'll lose to DK. He's got no Dragon form. This should be it. GG is called. TNC have been eliminated from the Dota Pit Minor SEA qualifiers here. The first team to do so. Only 3 teams remain. Execration will be facing off against Fnatic tomorrow. Winner of that series will be facing off against Vineski in a best-of-5.